the story. So I used to have a little yellow Volkswagen. I'm going to tell you another story about my Volkswagen. I have lots of stories about my little yellow Volkswagen. So here's what happens. So I have a Volkswagen and a girlfriend, and my sister is dating this guy. Okay. And he is Spanish, Puerto Rican, and he's learning how to drive. But he don't have no license, but he's learning how to drive. And she said, well, can we take him around and let him drive a little while? So I said, okay, great. I'll get in the back seat. I'll leave my sister and her boyfriend in the front seat, and I'm in the back seat. We're driving down, I don't know if you know Route 22 in New Jersey, but anyway, it's like a two-lane highway this way and a two-lane highway this way. It's kind of like US 1, but there's a divider. You know those kind of dividers that angle up and then they go straight up? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. So we're driving down the road. And we're just coming over this hill, and all of a sudden somebody cuts him off on the side. He's right next to the divider, okay? And you know, there's still 6 feet on each side of the divider before you get to the lane of the highway. So he goes ahead and he swerves into the lane for the divider, and all of a sudden he winds up going up the divider, and then we slide on top of the divider, but we're not sliding this way, we're sliding sideways. So here's the divider and we're sliding sideways. You got it? Eventually we come to a stop. Okay. Now we got a real problem because he ain't got no license, right? So he ain't got no license. So now I gotta at least try and switch seats. Okay. So we're trying to switch seats, but while we're switching seats, the Volkswagen is kind of seesawing. So every time I move to get in the front seat, the Volkswagen go, okay, so now we're stuck. We don't know what to freaking do. And then all of a sudden, and I mean, traffic has slowed down. Everybody's, look at the Volkswagen. It's like hysterical for a lot of people. Right? And there's enough room between the two sides of the extra lane with the divider that we're just hanging there and the people can just go past it. So we are sitting on top of the divider, right? So all of a sudden, we look at, and on the side of the other side of the 2 lanes, and guy pulls over in the grass over there, and he's got a beautiful new Corvette, right? And he pulls over, and he gets out of his car, and he's laughing hysterically, right? So eventually the guy comes over, and he crosses the lane because cars aren't going any way. He can walk right across. So he walks across. He comes over. You guys are freaking awesome. Do you need any help? And I said, yeah, we need some help. Can you just hold the car up for a second? And then we could switch seats because he ain't got a driver's license. So we go ahead. He holds the car up. We switch seats. As soon as we get our seats switched, okay, all of a sudden we hear his beautiful brand new freaking Corvette. Somebody hit his Corvette while he was over there helping us. Somebody must have been like looking at our car on the thing and hit his freaking Corvette. And he's like, oh my God, that is my father just bought me that. And he's like, right now he's running back to his Corvette. About 10 minutes later, the cops show up, right? The cops show up and they're talking to him and we're there. And then tow truck comes, okay? Probably more for him than for us because we didn't call anybody, okay? The cop comes over and he goes, you guys, you got to get out of here. It's like, so he has the tow truck pull up to us, hook us on the tow truck, lift us up a little, drop us down on the other side of the road, okay? On the other side of the road, and we take off. You understand what the chances of all of this happening are, okay? It was absolutely freaking insane. It was insane. I didn't let him drive my car after that ever again.